Hello, it's so good to see you. I have been told by multiple people that I have a good open guard, so I want to tell you exactly what I do. That way you know these principles and you can have a better open guard to stop them from passing. We're also going to go over some Nogi takedowns, some amazing counters, and principles for passing to make everything just easier. These are some good tips. Let's talk effective Nogi takedowns. Here is an Uchimata. In Nogi, you can do the Uchimata. Here I am setting up to do the Uchimata, but I decide to step my leg all the way across. This is called a Taiotoshi. When you step all the way across, and I did a little rendition here with the red ponytail. Switched over, that way you can see a better angle. The key here is hand control, and it doesn't matter who has whose hand. Here he has my wrist. It just means I have a shorter takedown window to then go for a takedown while he still doesn't have a hand placed on the ground, which would help him from being taken down. Next, we have an excellent takedown counter. Sometimes the best thing to do is not to fight directly against the move, but to find the counter move to the move. That's really going to help you build your game. Like this half guard sweep, like look at my face when it happened. Like it's a great sweep. You can't be mad at that. And this would also work with an Uchimata too. It's called ultimate leg lock defense because it will help you defend against ankle locks, knee bars, straight ankle locks, heel hooks, everything. So here's your sign. When you feel them getting a foot to your hip, because that's needed in order to prevent you from getting their back if somebody's doing it to you, and you feel them getting their foot to your hip and sitting back, then you know, and they're underhooking and swimming for your leg to isolate it, and they're trying to get your leg in between theirs, you know that they're going to enter the leg lock game. In order to defend against any of this, inside position. What is inside position? Inside position is when you pummel your legs to the inside of their thighs, getting a butterfly guard position. So if you have your left leg, let's say outside of their right leg, you want to pummel that sucker back in so you get inside position. So anytime you're in danger of a leg lock, any type of like heel hook, straight ankle lock, anything, swim into inside position, which essentially is butterfly guard. Next, let's get you a better open guard. So we're going to talk open guard sweeps versus defense. Here's my favorite. This is a sickle sweep. This is a tripod sweep. And you see here is some great defense. We're going to go over all of this. Here is a sickle sweep. Grab the far ankle, and then you can switch between all of these. It's the tripod sweep, foot to hip, hook ankle, and the defense to all of these open guard sweeps is this kick out, this sumo kick out. So kick forward, not just back, because do you see how I have a grip on his ankle? That is key, to kick forward and step back into like a wide horse stance, and be prepared for them to switch up their open guard sweeps between sickle and tripod like I did. Next, here is a key principle. So you can pass more and stop from getting passed. The key thing in guard passing is the knee. So if you want to pass a guard, you need to get past their knee, like Johnny is attempting to do here. Do you see how he has his hand on my knee? That's the key element. We're gonna go through this again. But look, I am trying to get my left foot, this is the key to stopping the guard pass, into his hip, so I can reinsert my right knee across, and this pass is what stops that. This is an extremely effective pass. This is used so much. Look at the far hand placement. Place the far hand on the hip. Next, you want the elbow placement. You want to keep inside position, inside their thigh. Extremely important. Next, you want your near side hand, which is Johnny's left hand, to be on the knee. And as you step back, you want to shove the knee out of the way. Then finally, the key detail here is foot placement. You want the foot to be right next to their thigh so you can bend your knee to block their knee from re-guarding. If you step too shallow, you know I'm gonna get my knee in. I'm gonna get my knee in. That way and then he was able to get his knee past mine and slide it to knee on belly. Now here's a key to re-guard. Guess what I'm gonna do? Look, when you get good at escapes, you can take a centimeter and make it a mile. Like, next time you're rolling, concentrate on getting your knee in. This is such a huge move in order to escape so many bad positions from happening. It's like once you get into a bad position, in jiu-jitsu, as in life, when you get into like a bad position, it's like the faster you can change your direction and get out of it, the easier it is. Once they settle, once that momentum gets going, it's hard to fight momentum. All right, now, here's the key to why people say I have a good open guard. Here's what you do. So get the near side knee, get the shin inside as the far leg, my left leg in this moment, goes on their hip. So think inside knee, outside hip. And then that way, once you get that hip placement, then you can change your angle. So see, that's all I'm doing here. This is literally a drill that you can do. So inside knee to their shin, or shin to shin, as you get your outside foot to their hip. And this drill, it was, I have a video where black belt Erica came and we did some drilling and she had us drill this, and this is the movement. And then from that movement, then you can add in your tripod sweeps, the sickle sweep. And when you feel that they're getting past, I love to post on the hip. Oh, you see, he's trying to do the same move. He's trying to do the same move, but I was shrimping. Do you see me shrimp out how I hipped out? And then Johnny's like, you know what? We're just gonna, that was a slick move. So he has inside Senkaku and he's going for, it looked like a heel hook, and the round's over. Oh, I love rolling with Johnny. The thing I love the best about rolling with Johnny, and this is like really good advice, especially if you are a white or blue belt. Okay, so here's the thing. Do you notice how, for example, during the takedown, how Johnny wasn't fighting like 100%, like it's not like like instead of fighting directly 100%, the true fight, how to win the real fight, is when you go home, think about what position am I ending in the most, or that is giving me the most trouble. what are they doing that I can then figure out a counter move to? Because everything has a counter. It's like chess. So for example, let's say you're like, man, everybody's uchi-mataing me. When I was a white belt, I would, before I kind of like understood that this is just physical chess, really understood it, I would, you know, like I would feel like, man, I would feel like I sucked. Like, oh man, I suck. And then one day I realized, like, wait a minute. The key was when I pictured myself as a video game player and I was playing an avatar in Jiu-Jitsu, and the only way to win would be to collect more skills, to make a problem statement and collect more skills. That way my avatar player could then have more skill to play against the other players. Like I needed, you know, I needed a one-up. And viewing it from that perspective made me less emotionally attached, because it wasn't happening to me, like the ego me. It was like, it's just a game. Like, it's not that deep, Crystal, like relax. But in the beginning, it is that deep. It feels personal when somebody is killing you. Literally trying to choke you. Don't take it personally though. I know I'm trying to kill you, but don't take it personally. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Let me know if this is helpful. I really enjoyed creating this video for you, and I know it's going to be super helpful for you to know these key principles. That way, you know, you can use it on the mat. So just remember, it's all about the knees. Get that knee in, you know? All right, love you. Until next time, bye.